Think you know everything about Saved by the Bell? Here are the best kept secrets, hidden facts, and behind the scenes moments even diehard fans like you might have missed. Here we go. First up, Saved by the Dad. Did you know that Dustin Diamond's real-life father actually made a few cameo appearances on Saved by the Bell? Mark Diamond, Dustin's dad, played the role of one of the teachers in the episodes Aloha Slater and Cream for a Day. While his appearances were brief, it was a fun behind-the-scenes connection that many fans never noticed, making it one of the show's coolest little hidden Easter eggs.
This is study hall, not Soul Train!
Up next, the episode you never saw. One Saved by the Bell episode you probably never saw is the bizarre and rarely aired special titled Who Shrunk Saturday Morning. In this crossover event, a very young Saved by the Bell cast gets magically shrunk and sucked into a television, where they interact with animated characters and other NBC Saturday morning stars. It was part of a promotional special aimed at hyping up the network's cartoon lineup and is more of a surreal time capsule than a traditional episode, if you will. Most fans have never seen it, making it a strange and obscure gem of Saved by the Bell history. At the moment, you can actually watch it on YouTube.
Alf, it's so great to meet you.
All right.
I never missed your shows on Saturday morning.
Hey there, a few of my adoring fans. Don't they have locks on stage doors anymore?
The Colored Locker Mystery. One subtle detail in the Saved by the Bell universe that often goes unnoticed is how the color of the lockers help signal what school year the students were in. Throughout the series, the lockers at Bayside High generally change color from season to season, typically aligning with the progression of the character's grade level. For example, earlier seasons featured blue lockers, while later ones shifted to red and orange. However, this isn't always true, basically due to production breaks, production design, and broadcast issues. The pure nostalgic clothes. In the early seasons of Saved by the Bell, the characters' outfits were often surprisingly true to fashion trends of the late 80s and early 90s. And you know what? There's a good reason for that. Due to the extremely light wardrobe budget, many of the actors wore their own clothes that they owned on set. This resulted in authentic, everyday styles that reflected what real teens were wearing at the time, giving the show a more relatable and time-appropriate look, even if it wasn't intentional. Lisa was almost fired. There's a long-standing rumor that Lark Voorhees, who played the fashionable and sharp-tongued Lisa Turtle on Saved by the Bell, was almost let go during the show's early seasons. Allegedly, producers were concerned that her performance lacked energy and that her character wasn't resonating as strongly with the audience as they expected. Rumor has it that the producers gave her one last chance to prove herself. And you know what? She delivered in the episode The Lisa Card, where her acting range and comedic timing really stood out. In this episode, you can clearly see that she brought her A game. And lucky for us, Lisa Turtle stuck around.
You tell him, honey.
Yes, he dated them all. A popular behind-the-scenes rumor from Saved by the Bell is that Mark Paul Gosselaar dated all three of his female co-stars at different points during the show's run. While he's confirmed in interviews that there were brief romances with each, he has also shared that his longest and most serious relationship was with Lark Voorhees. Their off-screen connection reportedly lasted well beyond what most fans even realized, adding another layer to their on-screen chemistry.
Hey, Lisa.
The Good Morning Miss Bliss Deja Vu Effect. Many fans have experienced a strange deja vu when watching the first season of Saved by the Bell, aka Good Morning Miss Bliss, feeling like something is missing or out of place. And you know what? That's because in later syndication, the original episodes featured special intros with an older Zack Morris, breaking the fourth wall to introduce and explain the episode's context. These special intros helped tie the story together and gave the viewers a sense of continuity, but they were eventually removed in reruns, leaving the episodes feeling slightly disjointed or incomplete to those who remember the reworked original format. Today, you can actually find some of these intros on YouTube.
And Miss Bliss, our teacher, wanted to kill me when Belding thought she was in love with him. Hey,
What are friends for?
A very confusing timeline. Saved by the Bell is beloved for its charm, but sharp-eyed fans have long noticed the show's continuity and timeline are kind of just all over the place. This confusion stems from a mix of behind-the-scenes production challenges like episode reshots, cancellations, last-minute reorders, and tight broadcasting deadlines. As a result, characters might reference events that might just not have happened yet, or be dating someone new, or suddenly disappear and reappear. While it does add a quirky layer to the show's history, it also explains why the series can feel like it's just jumping around with little regard for its consistent timeline.
Just remember, you're my squaw, and that means you don't talk to any hunk but me. Huh?
Deja vu again. Have you ever watched Saved by the Bell later in life and thought, wait a minute, there's something missing here. I swear I remember more. Well, you're not alone. In later syndication, many original episodes were trimmed by 30 to 90 seconds to make room for additional commercial breaks. These cuts usually cut small jokes, transitions, or bits of minor dialogue, not major plot points, but still altered the pace and the overall feel of the show. Longtime fans who have watched during its original run may have noticed certain scenes feel rushed or slightly incomplete. Today, you can actually see some of these edited out segments on YouTube or the Instagram channel SBTB Anniversary.
To the nerd cave.
Step number 1, accomplished.
Great. Now let's go see Screechin'. Take care of step number 2.
Next up, Johnny Rico and Veronica Vaughn. Casper Von Dien, who later became famous for playing Johnny Rico in Starship Troopers, and Bridget Wilson, known for her role as the memorable hot teacher in Billy Madison, and for giving many fans out there a few wet dreams, both appear in Saved by the Bell, while Bridget joins in the final season as the ditzy blonde bombshell Ginger, where she adds a new twist to the Bayside High lineup.
Oh, I know it. Be True to Your Little House on the Prairie. Oh, I love that show.
Casper Von Dien has a few very small background roles throughout the series. It's actually kind of fun to see if you can spot him in a few of the episodes. Wait, hold up just a moment. I just realized that in Saved by the Bell, we have Johnny Rico as a background actor, Xander as Kelly's boss and love interest, and Carmen as Slater's crush when they work at Malibu Sands. Does this mean that in Saved by the Bell they share the same universe as Starship Troopers? I think I just blew my own mind. The guest spot winner. In the episode House Party, you might have noticed in the background an actor who seems a little out of place. Rumor has it that she was actually a contestant winner and her prize was a walk-on role on an episode of Saved by the Bell. That kind of would explain why you constantly see her glancing at the camera, doesn't know where she should move, and she kind of stands out from the rest of the cast. But still, what an incredible prize to win. You basically have become immortalized on an iconic show, The Great Tree Dance. In one bizarre moment on Saved by the Bell, there's a scene where Slater is seen dancing, oddly enough, with a fake tree. It feels completely out of place, and it has puzzled fans for many years. The most likely and hilarious theory is that the actor Mario Lopez accidentally broke the prop during filming, and instead of ruining the take, he instinctively just grabbed it, held it upright, and just kept dancing like nothing happened and hoping no one would notice. But you know what, AC? We did. We did. Whether intentional or not, it's one of those wonderful, weird moments that adds to the show's quirky charm, and now that you've seen it, you will never be able to unsee it. Yeah, you're welcome. The Real Boyfriend. In the episode No Hope with Dope, fictional stud Johnny Dakota visits Bayside and quickly becomes enamored with Kelly. Johnny Dakota was played by Eddie Garcia, who was in real life dating Tiffany Amber Thiessen at the time.
Tonight, all my Johnny Dakota action figures become lawn mulch.
Canceled, and canceled again. Despite Saved by the Bell being a massive hit with a loyal fan base and strong ratings, the show was surprisingly on the brink of cancellation almost every year after production wrapped. According to Mark Paul Gosselaar, Each season, the cast and crew were left unsure if they'd be coming back. Even though the show was clearly resonating with audiences, to this day, no one really knows why it kept facing potential cancellations. It may have been due to network policies, budget concerns, or the show's unusual time slot.
We were canceled every year. That's the funny thing about Saved by the Bell is that we never had a normal 22 episode season. It was like we would do 10.
Saved by the Bell was actually saved by a few girls. Every time Saved by the Bell faced cancellation, it was reportedly saved by NBC's top executive, Brandon Tartikoff. The story goes that Tartikoff stepped in to keep the series alive purely because his young daughters were huge fans and begged him not to let it end.
And then we would rap and we'd have our rap parties and say goodbye to each other, and that was the last time we'd see each other. We'd get called back by Brandon Tartikoff because Brandon Tartikoff loved the series so much. His daughters actually love the series.
Thanks to their love for the show, and of course their dad's influence, Saved by the Bell got multiple lifelines, allowing it to become the beloved classic we all know today. I also want to say, pretty baller move coming on the show as the chairman of NBC. What a stud. I Spy Peter. Peter Engel, one of the creative forces and executive producers behind Saved by the Bell, made a rare on-screen cameo in the series. In the Palm Springs episodes where the gang travels for Jesse's dad's wedding, you can spot Engel on the golf course attempting to sink a putt, just before Zack bursts onto the scene and unintentionally ruins the shot. It's a quick moment, but a fun Easter egg for fans who know the man behind the show's success.
When I make this putt, you'll owe me $1,000. Ha!
Saved by the Bell was one of my favorite shows growing up, and hell, it's still one of my favorite shows today. If you like this type of content, you can do me a huge favor. Go down below, hit the like and subscribe button, leave me a comment, and make sure you share this video with a friend. And if you're thirsty for more Saved by the Bell content, you can check the video over to my side that goes over what the cast and crew look like and what they're up to today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.